Lobbyists for the drug makers behind weight loss medications Ozempic and Mounjaro are pushing for the drugs to be covered by Medicare, but it may be a hard sell. Yahoo Finance's Anjali Kamlani here to explain exactly why this is a huge implication for these big pharma companies.
Yeah, well, the big explanation, of course, is the dollar signs. Medicare is 60% of the payer mix that these companies get, and so that is where their sights are set. We do know from a report from the Wall Street Journal that the lawmakers are not going to broad strokes necessarily approve this, but they are looking at ways that it could be approved, especially for those that specifically qualify, not looking at those off-label uses for weight loss, but those specifically that fall within that BMI index that it's been approved for. So that's where things stand there. Now, it's interesting to point it out, of course, because of the market for this. Earlier today, Meg Fitzgerald, who is a policy professor as well as one who watches the industry, said this about the market.
I mean, these are products that are going to be $40 billion a piece, if not more, because the population is so huge. Half the American population is technically overweight.
So with that as the potential market, of course, we know that the companies are going to be looking for a way to get that big payday.
Yeah, they are. And listen, you have lobbyists, you have corporate stakeholders. They're making it known that they are not pleased with the draft guidance on Medicare drug pricing negotiations. So what can you tell us about where that stands?
Absolutely. So to that point, on one hand, they're asking for it. And on the other hand, really not happy with the way that the draft guidance has come down. The largest lobbying group, Pharma, has said in a letter to CMS that they believe that the way that the Medicare draft guidance has come down is basically rushing the issue too fast and not a way for the companies to be able to catch up to it. We know that they've been talking about the potential of litigation for quite some time, and so this seems like it's the first steps with those public comments that have been submitted for the companies, for the lobbying groups to really set up what that pathway is and show kind of what they're going to be picking out when it comes to this expected litigation down the line.